Hey, welcome back to another episode of This Week with Cheek. We're at the board today and we're going to continue learning about triangles. Yesterday we talked about the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and today we're going to look at some exterior angles of a triangle. Going to talk about the exterior angle theorem. So let's build off of what we learned yesterday. So I've got a triangle here. I've got two of the interior angle measures. One is 60 degrees, one is 64 degrees. And so we want to find this other missing angle measure right here, another interior angle. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 64 and 60. That gives me 124, and then to find the other missing interior angle, I'm going to subtract that from 180. And so we've got 180 minus 124, and that is 56 degrees. And so if I add up all three of those interior angle measures, it will give me 180 degrees. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one side of this triangle, and we're going to extend that side of the triangle to create an exterior angle right here. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to find this exterior angle, and then I'm going to talk about the exterior angle theorem. Now, these two angles are supplementary. They're adjacent to one another. So I know that this acute angle plus this obtuse angle should equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 180 minus 56. And let's see what we get. 180 minus 56. Well, that's 124 degrees. What do you see that is equal to? Yes, these two interior angles. And that leads us to our exterior angle theorem. It says that the sum, remember adding the sum of the two remote interior angles will equal the exterior angle. So remote interior angles are going to be interior angles that are opposite of that exterior angle. And we should simply be able to add these two angles together to determine that exterior angle. So let's take a look at another example, and I'll show you how this works, this time without finding the other interior angle. All right, so let me erase my triangle here, get a different one. All right, something like this. So right now we're going to say this looks like 90, but we'll just say 90. We'll say that's 90 degrees right there, okay? And this is 28 degrees. And so if I wanted to find the measure of this exterior angle, it is opposite these two remote interior angles. All I've got to do is add them together. 90 plus 28. That's going to be 8 and 11. That'll be 118. 180 minus 118. Be 62 degrees. 62 degrees. Well, hold on. 118 degrees. Error policy, you got me. I found this interior angle. I got ahead of myself. 118 degrees. And so anytime you take these two remote interior angles and add them up, they should equal the opposite exterior angle. Now, let's take a look at an example where we have some angle measures represented with an expression that has x in it, where we've got to actually solve for x. This is when it gets fun. Okay, so I'm going to draw this triangle here. Looks something like this. This is 130 degrees. And then we've got 5x plus 10. And this angle here, let's see, let me draw a little. And that'll be 8x minus 10. And so this is where you really got to know what the exterior angle theorem is telling you. It tells you the two remote interior angles. So the two interior angles that are opposite that exterior angle can be added together to equal that angle measure. And so we're going to take 5x plus 10, and then we're going to take 8x minus 10, and we're going to say that it equals 130. And then we're going to combine our like terms. It's going to give me 13x. Well, these 10s are going to cancel out when I combine them. Equals 130. Divide both sides by 13. And we get x equals 10. Now, that doesn't represent the angle measure. That's what we would get if we solved for x. X equals 10. Okay? To find the angle measure, we then go back and plug it in. We got 8 times 10 is 80. Minus 10 would be 70 degrees. And then down here we look at the other interior angle because we just want to make sure that we're doing this correctly. 5 times 10 plus 10, we would see that this is 60 degrees. Okay? And 60 plus 70 gives us 130. So I hope that helps you understand better the exterior angle theorem. Can't wait to see you next time on another episode of This Week with Cheap.